if anybody knows me just a little bit, you know it is no secret that a majority of my wardrobe is either thrifted or gifted. I don't really spend too much money on clothes. But in this segment, we're going to call Creative Christianity. I'm going to talk about what I have observed as someone that thrifts a lot. Thrift stores are literally full of articles of clothing that individuals no longer saw value in. Because I have a vision for the type of style I would like to have as being the Fresh Prince of Dallas, now the vision that I have causes me to associate value to the same article of clothing someone else no longer valued. Keep walking with me, I'm going somewhere with this, because some of us have experienced the misfortune of mismanagement, mistreatment, or overall rejection because we made the unfortunate mistake of entrusting our hearts to hands that were attached to eyes that had no vision. Like the individual that's in the dating pool solely to indulge. You come across them, your abstinence no longer aligns with their desires. So you don't want to know what you no longer have in their eyes? Value. Maybe you've dealt with the individual with the God complex that constantly needs a project in order for them to feel valued. All fine and dandy until God heals you of the brokenness that used to boost their ego. And the most attractive thing about you to them was your dependency on them. But now that you have been walking in the awareness of what God has said about you, and you no longer need their affirmation in order for you to believe it, all of a sudden you're less attractive. Hold on, can I go gospel for a second? Because then I begin thinking about the goodness of a God that saw his people that was destined to damnation and eternal separation from him. But Abba Father still had vision of having relationship with his children, so much so that he sent the Son. It's like God was walking down the aisle of the cosmic clothing store and saw our dirty and wretched soul that was thrown away, cast down, no longer wanted, no longer desired. And the Father in his love looked at that same thing and said, oh, I got vision for that. See, now I'm like, fam, you know how many times I wear something and somebody will say, I have no idea how you pulled it off without even realizing, yeah, because in your hands, ain't a whole lot gonna be done with this, but in my hands, in my closet, in my crib, this becomes an outfit. It becomes something fly. It becomes something more. God looks at that same soul, that same individual says, just give it to me. Just put it in my hand. Yeah, that brokenness, because the ministry that's going to come from that brokenness, just give it to me. See, but the main point I want to make is that vision precedes value. And I want to encourage us as a body of believers to put our lives, our souls, and even the aspects of ourselves that we want to keep hidden inside the hands of the ultimate visionary that we call Elohim. The one that looked at nothing and said, let there be, and it was. If I'm going to entrust anybody to do something magnificent with what I think is insignificant, I just think Elohim. See, let me stop. I was trying to see, I got neighbors. Let me